Hey, hey, hey. Hello, hello. Hope you are feeling really good and you have an amazing day. The crypto market is in consolidation today, so we have some downward movement today. Just few coins pumping like Compound, Maker, HBAR, XDC, and most of the altcoins are in red. Let's check the sounds. Hope it's working well. Yeah, cool. So today and yesterday, the crypto market just corrected, and we'll see if we can continue this upward movement that Bitcoin started in the beginning of the week. Now it seems that it's losing momentum, but we will check the TradingView chart as well. The crypto and fear index is at 28. It's in the fear, so it's not an extreme fear that it was in the previous week and last month, but also in the fear category. Let's check the past 1 month. You see that the fear and greed index spent almost between 10 and 20. And as we know that extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried, that could be a buying opportunity. So we have tremendous amounts of news today. Let's check one of the main news that George Soros investment fund is reportedly trading Bitcoin. So first, before we are diving deep in this news, let's check who is George Soros. So George Soros actually is a Hungarian. Is a Hungarian national that, as just me, his original name György Schwarz, but after that he changed it to György Soros, and György means George, of course. He born in 1930 in Hungary, and just here first he went to the United Kingdom and then to United States. But what should we know about him? So he worked in different jobs at merchant banks and started his own hedge fund, Double Eagle, in 1979. And from the profit he made, he started the Soros Fund Management Company. It's already operating, and he has several investment funds. But let's see, Soros is known as the man who broke the Bank of England because of his short sale of 10 billion US dollar worth of pound sterling, which made him a profit of 1 billion US dollar during the 1992 Black Wednesday UK currency crisis. So George Soros shorted the British pound during the Black Wednesday when the central bank came out and started to defend the pound sterling, but actually Soros won and made this huge gain, this 1 billion US dollar. Based on his early study of philosophy, Soros formulated the general theory of reflexivity for capital markets, which he says renders a clear picture of assets bubbles and fundamental market value of securities, as well as value discrepancies used for shorting and swapping stocks. So we should think if he's entering crypto, is he just entering crypto, or he entered before, but there was a news about this, and if he is trading crypto or not. So let's find out, check this news. Okay, so the Soros Fund Management is said to be in discussion to acquire blockchain-focused firms. We also know that the Soros Fund is also an investor in the New York Dig. And we know, because there was a news in the previous news, that New York Dig is providing infrastructure and services to banks, onboard millions of customers in crypto. So Soros also invested in crypto-related companies that providing useful services to big financial institutions. So Soros Fund Management, the private investment firm of billionaire George Soros, is reportedly trading Bitcoin as part of a broader exploration of digital assets, according to financial news website The Street. Okay. So the chief investment officer gave the green light to trade Bitcoin and possible other cryptocurrencies in the last few weeks. Speaking on conditions of anonymity, the sources said Fitzpatrick and the team have been exploring cryptocurrencies for some time, and that the latest venture is more than just kicking the tires on digital assets. So I also heard about that maybe in 2018 during the bear market that Soros invested in Bitcoin, but recently just there were some news that he is investing in different crypto companies. Okay, so they declined to comment. Fitzpatrick is also reportedly in conversation about acquiring a private stake in leading blockchain-based enterprises. The names of these companies weren't provided, so they want to buying up blockchain-based enterprises. And this is what I told you. So Soros Fund Management was one of the several firms behind the $200 million funding of New York Digital Investment Group. This is the New York Dig, better known as New York Dig. Mass Mutual, Morgan Stanley, and Stone Ridge Holdings Group also participated. Okay. So George Soros has given his team the green light to trade Bitcoin. This could be a positive or a negative depending on how they trade it. So this is what I mentioned to you because they are really professional in trading, and we know that not just trading, but also they are professional in shorting. So maybe they were starting to shorting, dumping down, and then just buying up really cheap. Okay, so it's not entirely clear how Soros Fund Management intends to trade Bitcoin. If it all, an investment stake in the digital asset shouldn't necessarily be viewed as bullish, given that Soros earned his reputation for shorting the British pound in 1992 and effectively breaking the Bank of England. And you know, before the US dollar became the world reserve currency, the British pound was the world reserve currency, and then it was issued and controlled by Bank of England. So this is a really, really interesting how to just catch it, and if this will be useful to the Bitcoin and crypto industry or not. So we should find out and see that how it will be beneficial. Okay, so the next piece of news. Bitcoin proponent Max Kaiser sticks with 20,000 US dollar Bitcoin price prediction by 2022. So Max Kaiser says volatility and down swings are nothing to worry about it in the long run. Okay, so he doubles down on his 2000 no, so what I cannot say 220,000, sorry for that, 220,000 price prediction. He says, we have been doing this for 10 years. We have had 15 of these corrections over the past 12 years, and this current one is an average one. Nothing special. Number two, it always shakes out the weak hands. So volatility in Bitcoin is something we want because it's a trade-off we accept, because holding fiat money means you have stability, but you are guaranteed to lose purchasing power. Holding Bitcoin is volatile, but you are guaranteed to increase purchasing power. I have ripped up money like that many times. I think I have ripped up close to 50,000 US dollar over the years. It's part of my act where I typically enter ripping up dollars so people can understand that they are worthless garbage. It's funny. Okay, so that's the news, and we also believe that it can became true that the Bitcoin price will reach 220,000 US dollar by 2022. The next piece of news about Ethereum. The head of digital assets research at 71 billion US dollar money manager breaks down how Ethereum can reach $2 trillion in market cap in a blue sky scenario, and shares what could be next for crypto after DeFi and NFT. Guys, this headline is four line long, so it's not a short headline. So almost the summary of the article. Matthew Siegel is the head of digital assets research for the 71 billion money manager OneEck. So he's from OneEck. It's important. We know that OneEck is also submitted his application for the Bitcoin ETF and also for Ethereum ETF. Siegel, I don't know, maybe he's French, but Siegel or Siegel breaks down how Ethereum can reach 2 trillion in market cap in a blue sky scenario. He's also shared what he thinks could be the next for crypto after decentralized finance and NFTs. So it seems he is really professional, and also he's mentioning Cathie Wood, ARK Investment, from ARK Invest, and also there was a news in reviews news video about Cathie Wood, and let's see. So Bitcoin and Ethereum peaked. Veteran crypto investors are used to, even if they don't welcome this type of volatility, he said. The introduction of traditional finance players writing derivatives on some digital assets and just wider participation globally, we are pointing to this asset class maturing into something that is eventually less volatile. So as Bitcoin and crypto is become more and more mature, it's getting less and less volatile. Okay. So he's mentioning the market cap of gold, the 11 trillion US dollar. In a blue sky scenario, Ethereum could reach a market cap of 2 trillion, he added. Okay, but what is the blue sky scenario? And let's check what's the Ethereum market cap at the moment. Oh, where is this? I have a lot of stuff opened. Okay, it should be here. So let's check the Ethereum market cap. We see Ethereum market cap is at, let's say, 244 billion US dollar. Okay, so it looks like quite cheap. Cheaper than many Web 2.0 software companies. And also we know that Ethereum is almost about Web 3.0. He explained, it's a very volatile asset and the earning model can move a lot based on the input of the Ethereum price itself. So it got this autocorrelation function that kind of all. Okay, guys, so it's really long article. I think I will make a dedicated video from this because I think it's worth to give it more attention and more mentioning. So I will go through and coming back with more details. Ethereum could surge to 20,000 US dollar on back of this emerging crypto sector, according to Coin Bureau. So this is about Ethereum. Coin Bureau, you should definitely follow. He's a great YouTuber guy. His name is Guy, and he says that decentralized finance and its ability to replace the service of traditional finance without the drawbacks will be the catalyst that pushes Ethereum to the stratosphere. Okay. He says that traditional finance is completely replaceable. Yeah. He says that from the US bank to those of China, Japan, and Europe, and abysmal performance from a once towering industry. Just try to picture that. This is the sector that caused the financial crash in 2008. They have honed the craft of privatizing gains and socializing losses. However, despite this, they have still been unable to capture any value for their shareholders. So this is painful, but true. So the question then becomes, what services are these banks providing, and can they be replicated in DeFi? Yeah, what is the answer? I think definitely yes. Guy explains, this realization is the reason that institutional investors are lapping it up. This realization is the reason that Goldman has dived right into Ethereum options before offering them on Bitcoin. Now, of course, a lot of it does hinge on the upcoming updates. Pushing forward such fundamental upgrades won't be an easy feat on a network worth over $300 billion, but they are necessary. So I will also check it out and leave it open and just making a dedicated video about Ethereum. And guys, so 20,000 is just 10 times from here. So then it means that Ethereum has more space to grow. So making 10 times profit, that would be amazing. Okay. So the next piece of news, it's from Yahoo Finance. Twitter gives away 140 NFTs through Rarible. So Twitter is giving away 140 non-fungible tokens through the marketplace Rarible. The social media platform shared a series of tweets featuring a number of different images with the Twitter logo and Tamagotchi virtual pet. Okay. Also, Jack Dorsey called attention to a tokenized version of his first tweet on the NFT platform. It was sold for almost $3 million US. NFTs are digital assets that represent a wide range of unique tangible and intangible items, from collectible sports cards to virtual real estate and even digital sneakers. Okay, yes, and another news is that we know that Jack Dorsey is a Bitcoin maxi. So Bitcoin maxi Jack Dorsey, this is anti despite Twitter using Ethereum. Despite the tech enters company today announcing it is making use of Ethereum for its line of NFTs, Dorsey is still loyal to Bitcoin and only Bitcoin. Okay, so we know the news already. He's loyal to Bitcoin. Okay. By seemingly slating Ethereum. It's really funny. Okay, so this is the Ethereum price. Okay, so that's the news. The next piece of news, a really important news. I think also I will make more research about this and we're coming out with a dedicated video. German law allowing 415 billion US dollar investments into crypto takes effect. The law allows special funds to invest up to 20% of their assets in crypto. So we already heard about this news previously. I also broadcasted it to you. So there is a German Fund Location Act. It was introduced in April, and he permits the special funds, this is a special kind of funds, to invest as much as 20% of their portfolio in crypto. And the law came into effect today. Should every special fund choose to allocate the full 20% in crypto, that would equal to almost 315 billion US dollar based on the total assets under management of such funds in Germany. So I don't think that all of the funds, so I don't think that not all the funds will allocate and not the maximum 20%, but with time it can change. And I think there will be some newcomers, some pioneer funds. They are already waiting on the sidelines and maybe started to accumulate during the crashes through some partners or just preparing the rails how to accumulate. And I think now they will starting to jump in. But this is not how they will come on the market and pumping up the price. But with time, I can imagine that all the German funds will invest this 400 billion in crypto, and not just Bitcoin, it's in crypto. Special funds are the dominant institutional investment vehicle in Germany. A sizable allocation of this market toward crypto could have profound implications across Europe, because the country has the Eurozone largest economy. So this is an important news. The next piece of news. 6 billion US dollar NCR opens Bitcoin purchases to 650 banks and credit unions. Okay, so that's an interesting news. Also, there was a news today, our previous news, that New York DIG did a partnership with Q2, a financial provider, and they can add 18 million new banking clients to give access them to Bitcoin. And now 650 US banks will soon be able to offer Bitcoin purchases to an estimated 24 million total customers. As part of the deal between enterprise payments giant NCR and digital asset management firm New York DIG, community banks including North Carolina-based First Citizen banks and credit unions including Bay Federal Credit Union in California and a lot of others. And as our headline news was about George Soros, and you should know that George Soros is one of the investors of New York DIG. Okay, so quote, "We are firm believers in the benefits of crypto and the strategic application," says NCR. And that's true for our banking relationship as evidenced by New York DIG. Cool, that's a great news. Welcome banks in crypto land. Our next piece of news adds about some regulatory thing. Mexican finance minister, cryptocurrencies are prohibited from being used in the financial system. So I think the financial minister came out with this because there was a rumors that Mexico also can follow El Salvador to make Bitcoin as a legal tender and embracing crypto. But now the financial ministers came out and says that the country's financial institutions are not authorized to carry out and offer to the public operations with virtual assets such as Bitcoin, Ether, XRP, and other in order to maintain a healthy distance between them and the financial system. So it sounds amazing. So I just want to check something. Under current rules, cryptocurrencies are prohibited from being used in the Mexican financial system. Okay, just wait a moment, please. So net back, sorry for that. Under current rules, cryptocurrencies are prohibited from being used in the Mexican financial system, underscoring that the prohibition will likely not change in the near term. So this is just saying that banks cannot do any all the things in Bitcoin and crypto because the financial system cannot use. But what is cannot use? So if I think they can run accounts for crypto exchanges, but maybe they cannot provide directly crypto currency investments to clients. This is about or doing some settlements in crypto. Another news that it's also a banking news, but it's another good news. UK NatWest Bank limits transactions to crypto exchanges. Okay. Ramp crypto carbs amid recent regulatory pressure on that sector. Okay. The NatWest Group has reportedly kept the daily amount its customers can send to cryptocurrency exchanges due to the concern over investment scams and fraud, according to a June report from Reuters. However, it was not revealed what those new limits were in terms of fiat currency transfers. To protect our customers from the criminals exploiting these platforms, we are temporarily reducing the maximum daily amount that a customer can send to cryptocurrency exchanges, as well as blocking payments to a small number of cryptocurrency asset firms where we have seen particular significant levels of fraud-related harm for our customers. So I think maybe several reasons behind this. We know that most of the scam companies or scammers operating in the UK, and they are putting that we are an official company in UK, but you should know that you can establish a company with $20 in the UK, and also they are putting that they are under this regulation, that regulation, they are official, they are registered, and all other bullshit. And most of these companies are just offering this high yield investment products, and then most of the times they are scammers and they are stealing the funds. So maybe this is the reason why NatWest just controlling and then just limiting the transactions to crypto exchanges. But I don't think that the reason because they don't want people to investing in crypto. So that should be something that also you should be careful. Don't invest in any scams, and also be careful if somebody posting under our video, posting in a comment that contact this, contact that. This is a good trader. He made a fortune for me. This is a giveaway. Don't contact these guys because they are scammers and they are stealing people's bitcoins. So don't fall to scammers. The next piece of news: economic crisis, severe shortage make Lebanon unlivable. What's the word? Unlivable. So you cannot live there because there is a shortage. Everything. So there is a huge suffering, and my life was already difficult, and now the gasoline crisis and made things worse. So Lebanese pound has lost 95% of each purchases power. And also these Lebanese people don't get any access to the US dollar. So we are really in hell. So they are really scared, and so it's close to a kind of civil war. On Tuesday, prices shoot up 35%. So this is insane, guys. Okay. What else do we have? Also, a few news about Lebanon. The next news is that the Lebanon protesters tried to storm banks after currency hit record low. So the Lebanese pound plunged to a new low against the US dollar. Protesters clashed with security forces in several cities. An ongoing economic crisis has sent the cost of living skyrocketing. So I think they are really struggling, and in this struggle, they are going against banks because they think that banks cause this, but I'm not sure who caused this, but this is how what's going on there. Dozens of people took the streets to condemn the currency's depreciation and difficult living conditions. Lebanon National News reported. Okay. Fuel shortage worsen. So it's really interesting because this is a Arab country, and they are short in fuel. So this is yeah, sad to hear that, but this is why in these countries, in Lebanon, Nigeria, Argentina, Venezuela, and then Turkey and all other countries where to time inflation is popping up and the currency is losing its purchasing power, people are better to choose Bitcoin because they can get access easier to Bitcoin than to US dollar. So this is how Bitcoin can become a monetary standard for these countries that they have weak economy and they cannot come out from this crisis, and then just they are suffering. The next piece of news. That was the news today in our previous video. So you should definitely check our previous video. Go there and check it because I talked about that Senator Cynthia Lummis, Senator of Wyoming, wants to see crypto assets become a normal part of the diversified asset allocation in the U.S. retirement plans. And so you should definitely check out this video we made today. The Congress spends trillions and trillions of dollars, and it's flooding our economy and the world economy with US dollars. There is no way that we cannot debase the value of the US dollars. So also there was a video 2 weeks ago that I'm talking about that she is referring that the US central bank should underpin the US dollar with Bitcoin. So you should definitely check out that video. I don't want everybody putting all their money in Bitcoin, just like I don't want everybody putting it in dollars and putting it under a mattress. So you should definitely check out the today previous video. And also, let's see, I will show you which other video I recommend to watch. This Better Than Gold, Senator buys. So she buying Bitcoin during the dip. And also you should check out this news that Bitcoin will underpin US dollar. Bitcoin will underpin the US dollar. And as you are here, this is the video that we are live. Push the like, subscribe, push subscribe and the bell all, and also share with your friends. So this is how you can support the channel and also just leave your comment, suggestions, share your thoughts. We are really happy if you are sharing something with us. Pension funds gauge Bitcoin amid surge. It has become real for a lot of clients. Reddington, independent UK investment consultant, is among a cohort of advisors that is conducting research into the fledgling asset class. Okay, so just they are offering and they are considering to put Bitcoin and invest in Bitcoin as a part of the pension plans. So I think that will happen as pension funds will entering crypto. So that is happening, and also more and more pension funds will enter with some small portion of their assets under management in Bitcoin. The next piece of news. We don't have much time left to regulate crypto, says Bank of France governor. We in Europe need to move as quickly as possible or risk an erosion of our monetary sovereignty. Sorry for that. Okay, so yeah, you know, in European Union, most of the European countries, not all of them, but most of them, has the same currency, euro, and different countries using the same currency, and they call it monetary sovereignty. And I think, yeah, so let's read this quote. I must stress here the urgency. We don't have much time. We don't have much time left. 1 or 2 years, said Villeroy. On both digital currencies and payments, we in Europe need to move as quickly as possible. So I think what they have fear, from the Libra, from the Team project, and also maybe from other countries' central bank digital currencies and CBDCs, and yeah, and maybe also from stable coins like USDC, USDT, as they become widely used assets. Also, we have stable coins in euro, the euro as stable coin, but stable coins in euro are not so popular. So that is why I think they not just should move faster with regulation, but also I would suggest that move faster with the euro, national digital euro, because that would be more competitive with China and with the United States. The next piece of news. Get more Bitcoin. Rich Dad author warning of biggest crash in history. So Robert Kiyosaki is picking gold, silver, and Bitcoin as his preferred stack of assets in case the everything bubble burst. Okay, so he's the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad. You should definitely read that book. He says bad news in the next crash will be a long one. Get more gold, silver, and Bitcoin while you can. Take care. Bitcoin too as low as 24,000 before a million? That was a question. Kiyosaki said earlier this month that he expected Bitcoin to fall as low as 24,000 US dollar. Biggest bubble in the world history getting bigger. He tweeted. Okay. Yeah, but he's not talking about the Bitcoin bubble, but he's talking about the financial bubble in general. Meanwhile, Rich Dad author Kiyosaki remains a long-term Bitcoin bull and is one of the many individuals to have made a boisterous target in Bitcoins. Oh, yeah. Okay, our next piece of news. Exclusive TP-ICP to launch crypto trading platform with Fidelity and Standard Chartered. Okay, the news. Fidelity Investment and Standard Chartered Digital Asset Custody Unit to the consortium said on Tuesday, so they are launching the cryptocurrency trading platform with Fidelity and Standard Chartered. Fidelity is a kind of bank, is a financial provider, and Standard Chartered is also one of the oldest banks in the United Kingdom. The platform will offer post-trade infrastructure with a network of digital asset custodians, the consortium said in a statement, and separate execution and settlement, something widely seen as key to greater involvement of larger risk-averse investors in the emerging crypto market. Okay, so there will be more specified and the institutional services provided by them. Okay, great piece of news. It is supporting institutional crypto adoption. The next piece of news, Robinhood to pay record 70 million fine over significant harm to customers. Robinhood must pay a 70 million US dollar fine over outages and misleading communication relating to its trading platform. It is the largest fine FINRA had ever issued. So someone thought that maybe it should be 700 million compared the damage that they caused, because there was this GameStop story when retail investor longed the GameStop stock when hedge funds just shorted the GameStop stocks, and then it caused the hedge funds going bankrupt, and hedge funds ordered Robinhood to shut down, and then the retail traders cannot putting long positions. So I think this is why the most reason why they got this fine. But yeah, so maybe the damage was more than 70 million US dollar. The next piece of news. UK regulator FCA has huge issue with Binance's lack of HQ headquarter. Okay, the FCA told Decrypt its customer warning over Binance Markets Limited was based on AML concerns, and it's not a ban. So it's not a ban, just a concern. Okay. So the concern was how they approach to AML standards, as they don't have headquarters in the UK. But I think in the today world, when everything is digital, then you don't have to have a headquarter in each country where you are providing services. So Amazon don't have a headquarter in every country. They are just delivering stuff. So this is not a real craze. The warning doesn't amount to a ban of Binance in the UK. So this is good to know. But also we know that Binance is setting up a Binance UK, and I think they will manage with a local company this thing. Cool. The next piece of news, maybe the last one. Jefferies says China's crypto crackdown is only to avoid competition to digital renminbi. Okay, so Wood noted that China wants no competition to digital renminbi locally. He noted that the crypto market movement will largely depend on the regulatory attitude of the West. So this is quite interesting, because we know that China cracked down on Bitcoin miners and cracked down on OTC traders. And in the past, China was really really heavy in crypto. So also mining, most of the mining hash rates was in China, and also Chinese people was really in crypto. But now the government banned almost everything in crypto and in Bitcoin because they want to push their digital renminbi. Okay, quote, certainly the decentralized aspect of blockchain technology, which is so appealing to libertarians opposed to fiat currencies as state monopolies, is the complete antithesis of Chinese collectivist system. The People's Republic of China clearly understand this. This is certainly a far more important issue to Beijing than the carbon-generating aspects of Bitcoin mining. China doesn't want any competition when it launches the digital renminbi nationally, most likely in the fourth quarter of this year, Wood wrote. So this is funny that China utilizing the most advanced technology that was created with Bitcoin, or just was introduced to the world with Bitcoin or through Bitcoin, and now they are banning the root of this and the cause of this technology, and they are using the technology in their national digital renminbi. So it's quite interesting. America's crypto regulations arriving next year. That would ultimately be very positive, since Bitcoin or other crypto assets can be, only really fulfill their network potential in terms of mass adoption if they become part of the system. Okay, so this is what we should follow. So as China is not supporting crypto, but I'm sure that Chinese citizens buying crypto, and they are doing anything that purchasing some crypto because they want some liberty, they want some freedom, and that is why they want access to Bitcoin. But a lot of depending on how the regulation in the US and the Euro will support crypto adoption. But I think maybe with this, as most of the miners also moving to the US, to Texas, to Miami, and to other states, that I think that with this, the US can take more advantage and also can strengthen its economy, and also maybe the US dollar world reserve status if introducing a crypto and Bitcoin friendly regulations. So let's check what the Bitcoin price is doing. Yeah, so Bitcoin is at 33,000 and Ethereum at 2,000. So not too much happening. Most of the altcoins are in 5-10% minus today, but a few altcoins are in plus, like MakerDAO and Compound, Header Hedge Graph. Yeah, so we see tomorrow will be Friday, weekend is coming, and we know during weekend we see lots of volatility. Bitcoin is dumping, Bitcoin is pumping, some big whales are shorting and moving the price. So this is the Bitcoin price on a 4-hourly chart, and you see that Bitcoin is really sidewaving in this channel, 30,000 to from 30 to 41,000 US dollar, and now it was at the middle of the channel at 36,000 and started to coming down from here, and we see that it not just retested this trend line, but also just break below this trend line, came back into this channel, and if it's continue to coming down, that we can see more dump during the weekend. Also, there is another wedge that we can draw here, so we can just figure out what will happen in this wedge. But I think yeah, so Bitcoin is almost at the bottom if this is a wedge. So if it will break down here, then we can go lower. So definitely should follow what Bitcoin is doing here. And yeah, so most of the altcoins are also in red. Now Ethereum also corrected almost 7%. The crucial level is Ethereum, the 2090 level. So we are almost here, and it should keep the Ethereum price. If not, that Ethereum will revisit 2000, and if also 2000 would broke, then would break, then we would visit these low levels at 17 and 18 hundredths. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something. Push the like, subscribe, push the bell, all notification. See you tomorrow, and bye-bye.